Like air to breathe and food to eat, safe shelter is a basic human need, and all of us deserve a roof over our heads and a safe place to live. It's difficult to see our neighbors sleeping outside on cold nights or spending days under the summer sun. On September 28, 2023, 6 organizations fighting homelessness in Columbia, South Carolina, composed this letter to the mayor of Columbia, asking him to repeal 3 ordinances recently passed. Ordinances 2023-079, 2023-080, and 2023-081 allowed for the arrest of anyone sleeping outside without a warning, made the possession of shopping carts illegal, and cracked down on the possession of drug paraphernalia. These organizations claimed that these ordinances were inhumane and ineffective in their letter, stating that instead of being a sustainable solution to homelessness, they will perpetuate and worsen a cycle in which people are arrested and shuffled from the streets to jail cells and back. This is not the beginning or end of this cycle. It is just another phase in the legal loop perpetuating homelessness. In 1980, the first policies criminalizing homelessness in the United States were introduced. At the time, about 3,500,000 people across the nation were categorized as homeless. Over the past 50 years, variations of these policies have continued across America, but there has only been an increase in the homeless population.
What you find is all major cities go through is about a 10-year cycle. And if you look back, the city of Columbia about once every 8 to 10 years does a plan to solve the homeless problem.
These plans never work. They always push people off the streets for a short period of time. They offer short-term living accommodations, such as rapid relief shelters or mini houses, and arrest anyone who refuses to live in these overcrowded spaces. Eventually, the city stops funding these programs, and these people find their way back to the streets. This then becomes a difficult issue for cities to address. As seen in the city of Columbia, issues like urban camping begin to get out of hand.
People can't just camp on private property. They can't, destroy, they can't defecate, they can't urinate, they can't trash somebody else's property.
In South Carolina, the penalty for trashing private property is 30 days to a year of jail time. After this sentence is served, these people just get released back to the streets. Homelessness can feel like an intractable problem, and the desire to do something, anything, is understandable. But the harm that these ordinances will cause to real people, to our neighbors and community members, is clear. Columbia is heading down an ineffective, expensive, and illegal path, and we urge you to change course. The solution to break this cycle over the next 20 years by providing affordable long-term housing and other services to unhoused individuals.
And affordable housing meaning housing according to an individual's income. A person should not be paying more than 30% of their income.
The solution to homelessness is affordable housing. If we did not have zoning laws that made it illegal to build affordable housing, we would have more affordable housing and less homelessness. If we had more federal funding for creating and preserving affordable housing, we would have more affordable housing and less homelessness.
We're 3.8 million homes short, 3.8 million homes short of what we need. Not a single state in the country has enough housing. For the lowest income renters, there are just 36 units affordable and available for every 100 renters who need them.
If the United States really wants to combat the issue of homelessness, they need to fund affordable housing so that the homeless can have a place to live long term. Other than affordable housing, it is also important to make resources such as mental health care, a DMV, and medical facilities are available nearby, so these people can integrate into society as easily as possible. It is vital that these resources are also funded by the government so that they can be free to those in need.
There has to be an all of the above approach to dealing with homelessness. So part of it needs to be dealt with by our mental health facilities. Another part needs to be dealt with, in my opinion, by affordable housing.
Outside of mental health resources, it is also important that this housing is in mixed economic areas so that we are not isolating the impoverished, leading to other issues like food deserts and the lack of economic and social opportunity.
What we consider mixed income. So you might have a formerly homeless family living next to a school teacher. So you're not creating a pocket of poverty, and it's accepted throughout the community.
Over the next 20 years, it is predicted that the cost of housing will double. However, an income of zero will remain the same. If we do not work to build and sustain affordable housing, we will not only see the cost of housing double, but the number of homeless people too.